Hey, this Omar, and today I like to discuss how in the world is this dude right here starting next week for the New York Giants. Somebody gotta just explain that to me. I'm busy scrolling through the numbers, and I'm trying to figure out how is it possible? How is it possible? First of all, I don't even know how he found his way drafted in the top 10 when he came into the league. You gloss over his stats in college, right? He was redshirted his first year. His freshman year, he had 16 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in 12 games, right? In the following year, also with that, he had let me see. He had 7 touchdowns, TD rushes and shit. Sophomore year, he had 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 7 rushing touchdowns in 13 games. And then his last year, junior, where he would have been a senior in 2018, he had 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns in 11 games. And in 2017 and 2018 stats, both include the bowl game. So what right there was the scout seeing that said this dude is going to change the franchise. This dude right here is going to be a average quarterback to above average. Because if you draft somebody in the top 10, he's supposed to be a damn game changer and shit. Nothing through those stats would have made you see that. You seen him and you see on his tape, you saying, I don't know what they was looking at. So he come into the league, right? He played 12 games his first year, 2019. He got 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,027 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns in 12 games. The COVID year, 2020, your man had 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 2,943 yards in 14 games. And last year, he had 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 2 rushing touchdowns, 11 games, and he had 2,428 yards. And I guess he was hurt or whatever a little bit last year. But it's like, how is it that New York didn't run him out of town yet? There's no coverage in none of the media outlets. You don't see ESPN talking about it. When I seen consistently for a whole year, they was on Baker Mayfield net. Yeah, he ain't this, he ain't that, he's not this, he not that. You got pros, cons, some people saying that he's at least a average quarterback. Some people saying like, nah, he shouldn't have been a first overall pick. You can agree to disagree, whatever. But you got this dude in the league, a starter, making starter money, and he giving you that production, and New York ain't ran him out of town yet. I don't even know what the coverage is in New York. Maybe New York is on his neck, but the national media is not on him as bad as how they were other quarterbacks they choose to be. And so it's just mind boggling to me. Like, and they're gonna say, okay, yeah, offensive line was kind of weak or whatever. But his production, even if you got a crappy offensive line, you could still put up numbers to where they can say, all right, yeah, if we tighten up the offensive line, we can probably, maybe he can, be more confident that he ain't gonna get his head split on every play. But after the 2019 season, which is his best year, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions in 12 games, he has dropped off considerably in each year. He has falling off. He has shown that he is not a starter. Like if you looking at the tape from college, the dude is a backup quarterback. There's no way you can say you. I don't know how the scouts has sold them people and said, yeah, we need to draft this dude because he has shown that he don't got it. And a lot of people online, they got their comments to say whatever they say or whatever, but it's just the proof is in the damn pudding. Like, I don't know how. And now I finally said, okay, I guess he was up for where they can get the fake contract extension where they was saying they was gonna pick up that 5th year option. He shouldn't have even got the 4th year option. He should have been on the street this year. There's nothing about this dude that tell you that they gonna win what 6 games, and that's a first round draft pick. They this dude is the reason that some people is going to be like, when you get ran out the league because a quarterback play be so trashy that that affects your stats. If he don't know what the fuck he's doing, then it's a trickle down effect. The tight end ain't gonna get the right stats, and the running back ain't gonna get no fucking holes because they gonna just crowd the line because they saying this dude ain't shit. We don't gotta even do the most complicated coverages to shut his ass down. So I don't know, man. It's just me. I'm just thinking on it, and it's just like I said, it blew my head. Like, this dude is real live about to start another fucking season for the Giants, guaranteeing they're gonna be in the top 5 as far as draft picks for next year. Guaranteeing you could just mark that shit down. If they do some phenomenal shit and win in 8 games, that would have been because Dallas had some major injuries, Philly had some major injuries, and Washington had some major injuries. Aside from that, there is no fucking way possible that they're gonna struggle to get 6. And with some of their skilled players, it shouldn't be that. You know what I'm saying? They skilled players ain't as bad as they seem on paper, but because you got this dude pulling the trigger, you ain't gonna really see how good Saquon Barkley gonna be. You ain't gonna see how good none of them other boys gonna be just because of how he don't know what the fuck he doing. He in a position where he shouldn't have ever even been given. But I don't know, man. That's just my quick thoughts on the shit. All right, I get it, y'all, next time.